It's a world record, of course, that stood for some 27 years, I believe, and you were gritting your teeth in some of the footage that we've seen here, of course, and over the weekend as well. But what did that last bit of the race actually feel like to you?
Well, I heard some of it back.
And you have touched on something quite interesting there. When we consider these figures, it is an increase on the season before. But what you're really saying is that people are just having the courage to speak about being abused now.
Yes, I think that's what's happening. And also, they have more faith in the process and the procedure.
You coach two of the most famous athletes, not just in Leeds and in Yorkshire, but in the world. Alistair and Johnny Brownlee, you've made them household names. I mean, that in itself is an achievement, especially for the sport of triathlon, and what you've done there with the Brownlee Centre as well.
Yeah, well, I've been very fortunate.
He certainly will. And to the best sporting news of the weekend now, the big fight. You'll have seen us covering its build-up, and on Friday night, IBF Youth World Middleweight Champion Rhys Cartwright defended his crown at the Royal Armouries. He faced tough opposition in Jirko Gelesic, who travelled from Croatia for the bout. The question for the sellout crowd, could Rhys deliver and keep his title? Dan Bates was there for On the Air. A lot of eyebrows were raised at your decision to do the jump, for amongst other things, the injury risk to do with that. And I know that there were various funding issues as well that came of that. But does this medal haul justify you taking that time out for yourself?
Yeah, definitely. I think I needed to do it. It was a personal decision.
You might remember that last week we told you about the young tennis star Francesca Jones from our city, who's been given a wild card for the Wimbledon qualifiers in the ladies' draw. Well, she begins her campaign tomorrow in an attempt to get to that main draw. She joins me now over Skype. Francesca, first and foremost, how are you feeling ahead of your qualifiers?
Obviously extremely excited to play my first women's Grand Slam.
Well, it's rugby league and it doesn't seem like 5 minutes since Leeds Rhinos triumphed in the grand final against Cass. But there's news today about next season and it concerns both sides. Newcastle United St James's Park Stadium will again host Super League's Magic Weekend in 2018. You've now got a family. Your wife Natasha has had twins,
yes.
I believe.
Yeah.
How does that change what will happen next? Because people always say that when you have children, everything changes, your priorities change completely. Now, you are a new world champion. How will that play a part?
It'd be interesting.
To sport then, and Leeds United are in action tonight against Derby County in the Championship. Knowing a win is absolutely vital if the Whites are to have any chance of a late push for promotion. Let's just remind ourselves of how Yorkshire and Leeds did in the Olympic and Paralympic medal table. In the Olympics, Yorkshire won 14 of the 67 medals that Team GB got. That meant 17th, an astonishing 17th in the medal table, ahead of the likes of South Africa and Canada. 5 golds, 5 silver and 4 bronze.